Hey everybody, welcome to JLB Sports TV. I am Justin Block, and today we just witnessed the great Merseyside derby, Liverpool Everton at Goodison Park. It was always going to be chippy, but nobody could possibly imagine it to be this edgy. Now, coming into the game, the big storyline for Liverpool was how Liverpool would react to having the Europa League game just on Thursday. If you remember, on Thursday, Brendan Rodgers fielded a very strong starting lineup. Suarez and Gerrard were both featured in Europa League action, and I wasn't a fan of it personally. To me, I really could care less about the Europa League. I know many Liverpool fans, want to compete in all competitions. That's fine, but I think getting 3 points against Everton was more important than possibly crashing out of the Europa League. But it didn't really seem to matter at first because Liverpool took that 2-0 lead. On the first goal, there was a little bit of a mess in the box. Enrique played a beautiful ball across. Suarez just fired it in the 6-yard area. And generally, when you hit the ball hard across the 6-yard area like that, good things will happen for you. It did. Went off Leighton Baines' own goal. And then afterwards, very cheeky celebration with Luis Suarez running up to David Moyes or to the touchline and doing the diving celebration. We all know about earlier in the week, David Moyes basically called Suarez a diver and said that players like Suarez will drive fans away from the game. Fuck off, David Moyes. The second goal was it was a beautiful goal. It was like the kind of goal that I score in FIFA all the time, and you just feel really good about it. Gerrard delivered a great free kick across the area. Suarez just got the slightest touch to deflect it away from Tim Howard. It was really shocking defending from Everton because really Daniel Agger could have gotten on the end of that too. Both Suarez and Agger were in the area to get the ball. Nobody was even near them, marking them on the set piece. 2-0 Liverpool, and at that point I'm thinking, all right, that's be home sailing. We'll get the third later on, and that'll be good, and we'll win 3-1, 4-1, whatever. But I forgot that this is a Merseyside derby, so things are never as simple as they may seem. Everton immediately got two back, and before you know it, it was 2-2 at halftime. At that point, I was kind of disappointed with the way Liverpool had been playing, and would go on to continue the rest of the game. This wasn't the typical Liverpool game you'd seen this season. Throughout the games, we've seen, all right, Liverpool dominate possession, they dominate all the passing stats, they outshoot the opponent 1-1, but they can only manage like one goal at best. Today, Liverpool got outpassed, outpossessed, outshot, and they ended up with 2 goals. And frankly, it was the sloppiest Liverpool performance I have seen all year long. I'm just so used to Liverpool dominating the games, bossing the ball around, the death by football, as Brendan Rodgers called it. But really, Everton took on that role today. They were the ones that had possession. They had the best chances to me. They outpassed Liverpool significantly. Everton's completion percentage for passes was 78, Liverpool 77. Everton also had 56% of the possession. Liverpool had the remaining 44. So again, Liverpool were basically dominated in every single phase of the game. They even dominated, I think, in yellow cards. It was, again, a very edgy game. Yellow cards were abundant. A total of 7 yellow cards were issued. So it was a little bit unsettling to see that Liverpool to get bossed around like this. But, if Liverpool managed 2 goals that way in a derby, of course you take that. At halftime, he decided to change it up. He went with a 3-5-2, it looked like to me. We had Coates, Agger, and Skrtel playing at back, Wisdom at right wing back, Enrique at the other left wing back. Then he sort of had Shelby, Allen, and Gerrard through the middle, and then Raheem Sterling was acting as sort of a support striker to Luis Suarez. And at that point, all tactics, all tiki-taka went out the window. The strategy was, let's hoof it up to Sterling and Suarez, utilize their speed, and really get down the wings. Now, I think Liverpool were marginally better in the second half, but I still think you can say that Everton were that much greater in the second half than Liverpool. I feel like Liverpool were just begging Leighton Baines to kill them on a set piece all game. To me, Leighton Baines was really the decider in this match, the most influential player in this match, other than Suarez. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Leighton Baines is Everton's leading chance creator this season. Everything they do of offense is through that left wing, and Andre Wisdom got torched today as a result of it. I was really displeased that Suso really left Wisdom out to dry on defense, and that's something that we've seen from Suso. He doesn't really track back on defense enough. And I was really unhappy that Liverpool didn't make the necessary adjustments to really protect Andre Wisdom on that as a right back with Leighton Baines coming down the left wing. Again, the second half, very chippy, yellow cards abundant. I think Everton had the most chances. Raheem Sterling missed that. He had a one-on-one opportunity with goalkeeper, basically. He could have passed it off and squared it to Suarez, but he just scuffed at it. I didn't even know a finish like that was possible. 2 weeks ago, he had such a clinical finish, and then he does that. I don't know. It's the way of the game. It's the way that Liverpool plays. Inconsistent finishing throughout. I just want to comment on 2 things before I wrap things up. Number 1, Everton fans are totally classless. I understand that Luis Suarez, was getting on your gears today, but don't throw money at him. That's just totally classless, off base, frankly inappropriate. And secondly, Liverpool should have fucking won. At the very end, Liverpool should have stole that goal. No part of that play was offsides. Everybody's pulling their hair out about it. I really won't say much about it at all, aside from saying, we need a noose, we need a tree to hang the referee. It's just laughable at times. Sometimes you really have to laugh at the quality of referees, the FA has. Human error, again, costly. Liverpool been burned by referees all season. Today was the case again. Wrapping things up, I think my stud of the game was Steven Gerrard, honorable mention to Luis Suarez. I think Gerrard, again, playing in that holding role with Shaheen going forward and that midfield triangle. I thought Gerrard played one of his best games today, actually. Very creative, responsible for the second Liverpool goal, and should have been responsible for the winning goal. Playing a beautiful ball to Coates. Steven Gerrard was immense today for me. Great leader on the pitch and strong in the tackle as well. Again, Luis Suarez was everywhere, so he gets the honorable mention to me. I think the dud of the game for me has to be Raheem Sterling for blowing that chance in the second half, and really he didn't do much for me today. He was wasteful, very inconsistent. I would give the dud of the game to Andre Wisdom, but I'm not going to totally blame him for getting burned by Lane Baines today. Lane Baines is one of the best left backs in the Premier League. Everton runs everything to them. He's unprotected as a 19-year-old right back. So that was really it. So give me your thoughts on the match below. I think, frankly, this game is an outlier in the course of Liverpool season. We won't see them play this way again. Only a Merseyside derby could ever be the reason for Liverpool getting outpassed and outpossessed like this. Everton are good, but they're not that good where they should be dominating Liverpool like that. But again, it's a derby. So that's all for today with JLB Sports TV. I'm Justin Block. Leave your thoughts down below. And let's hang the referee. So we can have more width on the right side again. Because right now everything's going through the left side. Also, another mention, Joe Allen. He had a 95% pass accuracy again, so Joe Allen, once again, doing his job. He continues to be Liverpool's best player in my mind, consistently giving good performances week in and week out. I believe he's top 5 in the English